Hey guys, it's Zip. I want to tell you what happened to me tonight. I went to Cirque Du Soliel. Hang on a second. I got my Cirque Du Soliel music on for the occasion. Anyway, I live in Central Florida, so we went to Disney for to see Cirque Du Soliel, and I've got to tell you, it was utterly fantastic. When we got there, I realized our seats were up in the nosebleed section, so I'm thinking, oh crap, this is a problem, you know. But it wasn't a problem at all, because there were acrobats and high wire acts, and so instead of being in the good seats doing this, we were in the cheap seats doing this. Ooh, ah, ooh. So that worked out just perfect. There was another problem though, and that was seating. My daughter and my husband were in the seats ahead of me, in front of me, and I was right behind them, and the seats did not fit my butt. Go figure. Anyway, so I'm in the seat and I'm folding everything I can. I'm doing this and I'm doing this with my legs all folded up, you know. I have this mark from my pants, from the seam on the inside of my thighs all the way down to my ankles. So I'm sitting like this, you know, trying to take up as little space as I possibly can. Now, if you're a skinny person, you will never, ever in a million years understand what I mean. Unless, of course, you've been obese. Then you might understand what I mean. And I don't mean, when I say you need to be overweight, I'm talking obese. I'm not talking about a little pudgy. Fat people have a whole set of problems that skinny people do not have and will not ever understand, you know. One of those things is, how can I take up as little space as possible? If you're fat, you know what I mean. And so, I have myself all curled up, and I'm trying to not take up any space that doesn't officially belong to me, La Nuba style. And I'm thinking, you know, if I cough, I'm going to completely come unfolded like a inflatable raft, and I am going to unfold and all my fat's going to just go over the rows in front of me and the rows behind me and suffocate the people in front of me and behind me, and the newspapers will read 20 people dead at La Nuba. My hair keeps getting stuck in my glasses here, and it's a problem because at this rate I'm going to end up being bald. So anyway, I really love this do. I got to tell you, let me show you. This is how I comb my hair in the back. See? And so I try to put gel on it, or I put a pomade on it, but the problem is they make it kind of grease it up, and that means I have to wash it more often than I want to, which is not really good for your hair, of course. Nothing like ironing your hair, running a flat iron, like that's not bad for it, right? Anyway, so I really like this hairdo though. This chick that cuts it, she is the best. I close my eyes and I say, cut my hair. Just wake me up when you're done. Do whatever you think's in there. And it's just what I end up with, so cool. And so anyway, I digress. So I'm sitting there hoping to God that the people that come to sit to the left of me or to the right of me are going to be kind and forgiving, and that they're not going to really notice that I'm fat and that I'm leaking into their seats and I'm taking up more space than what I paid for. And so they come, they sit. One was a little boy, one was a lady, and my leg ended up being slapped up against this lady's leg the entire performance, which is okay. It happens, even to the very best of us, you know, but it would be nice. I'm looking at my daughter ahead of me, and she weighs about 120 pounds. She's the same height as me. She's got plenty of space on either side. I know she's 17, but, you know, and I probably will never be 120 pounds. Geez, wouldn't that be nice? Anyway, they come, they sit, and I'm feeling like I need to turn to them and say, listen, I'm going to have a weight loss surgery on October the 15th, so really this is not my fat. Just, it keeps showing up, and, you know, it's just attached to me. It's really not mine. It's not my fat. I don't know nothing about it, man. You know? So, yeah, I feel like standing up and yelling to people, I'm going to lose weight. It's not my fat. You know? And so, while I'm sitting and waiting for these people to come, I'm looking ahead, looking around to see if anybody else is having a problem negotiating their seat like I am. And there was this lady who was about 3 or 4 rows ahead of me, and she had one big old butt. God love her. And what happened is she put her left cheek. She couldn't go straight down into the seat because then her cheeks would spread out, you know. So what she did is she put right cheek in, and then she leaned to get the left cheek in, and what ended up happening is the left cheek kind of got hung up on the seat of the arm of the seat, you know. So anyway, so she got halfway in there, and everything was contained, but then she went, boom, and she was in. And God love her, I sat and watched her for about 15 minutes because people had coming beside her, and she was having to stand up. She's going up, and then boom, and then up, standing up for these people. They'd pass by, and then boom, and up, boom. I'm like, oh my gosh. Now you know why I'm doing this, right? Is because if I can find another person who has a big fat butt, I can blame it not on our butts, but I can say, these chairs are just too small. This woman is also having this problem, and justify my big fat butt for some reason, you know. Yeah, they're lies that fat people tell themselves to get through the day. Yeah, so, yeah, it's not the pants that make your butt look big. So, anyway, so the nice thing about it is I kept thinking, next year, this won't be me. Next year, I might even be like Caitlin and be able to have some space on either side. And I'll have to be nice and forgiving of someone else who's fat, which I would be more than willing to do that, you know. It's kind of like I'm in a beautiful dream that I don't want to wake up from. And it's like I'm seeing a light at the end of a tunnel, and for once, it's not a train, you know. So that's my La Nuba story. And I got to tell you, they really make you want to start working out because they're so fantastic. So, anyway, that's it. I love you. Well, at least I like you some, but I'm out of here, and you guys have a good evening. Bye.